Have you ever woken up in the morning and just sat on the edge of the bed for a while, attempting to find the strength to go to your feet? Compared to last month, your legs feel a little weaker. Lifting your arms requires a little more work. Your body doesn't feel as strong as it used to, so you walk a little more slowly. Not because you're in agony. You're not the only one if that sounds similar. Muscle strength gradually deteriorating after the age of 60 is quite typical. Many individuals are unaware that sarcopenia, or the loss of muscle, isn't solely a result of aging. It's about the things we do, or don't do, to keep our bodies healthy. Something that may surprise you is this. Your daily activities aren't the only thing that make your muscles stronger. In actuality, sleep is when your body performs its most critical functions. Your muscle tissue will then be rebuilt, repaired, and renewed, but only if it has the proper building blocks. And those foundational elements are found in food. Not just any food, but the proper type of nourishing, calm bedtime foods that function silently as you sleep. One calm night at a time, I'll guide you through 4 potent natural nighttime foods in today's video that can help you combat muscle loss, regain your strength, and wake up feeling a little more secure in your body. The final food, just a tablespoon before bed, may surprise you with how it affects your muscles. Follow me through to the end. Before we begin, feel free to like this video, subscribe to Health 365, and leave a comment if you're interested in easy ways to keep strong while you sleep. Have you ever had a snack before bed that made you feel better in the morning? Tell me about your experience, please. Let's start with the modest kiwi, which is mild, green, fuzzy on the outside, and sweet and sour on the inside. Kiwi is a fruit that can be added to fruit salads or enjoyed as a cool summertime snack. This is the aspect that many people are unaware of, though. In terms of rest and sleep, this small fruit is a silent hero, particularly if you eat it at night. Let me share a story with you. Over a cup of tea, a 74-year-old widowed retired teacher named George told me something fascinating. "I don't actually sleep through the night anymore," he remarked. "Additionally, I feel stiff when I wake up, as if my body had been holding stress while I was asleep. Not that he was in pain, just worn out and exhausted. His legs no longer felt as solid as they had. The effortless power he used to take for granted had vanished from his arms." He believed that to be a normal aspect of growing older. However, I requested that he try one minor adjustment. For 2 weeks, eat 2 kiwis every night an hour before bed. That's all. The contrast is astounding. George informed me that in addition to falling asleep more quickly, something he hadn't done in years, he also began to wake up feeling lighter, more rested, and more mobile. He laughed. "I don't creak like an old chair anymore. I feel as though my legs are mine once more." So, what's so unique about kiwis? The hormone that tells your brain it's time to go to sleep, melatonin, is naturally present in kiwis, making them one of the few fruits that do so. Studies have shown that eating kiwi before bed can increase the length and quality of sleep, particularly in older persons. While many people take melatonin pills, kiwi offers a gentle, food-based form that your body can absorb and use naturally. This is where things get even better, though. Your body performs its most crucial muscle repair job during deeper, more peaceful sleep. Your body works to repair damaged tissues, balance hormones, and regain strength as you dream, but only if you make it to the deeper sleep stages. Kiwi assists in opening that door. Kiwi is high in antioxidants including vitamin C and E in addition to melatonin. Why is that important? Because our muscles are increasingly vulnerable to oxidative stress and inflammation as we age. Stiffness, discomfort, and a general sense of slowness are caused by this. In order for your muscle cells to concentrate on healing rather than repair, antioxidants assist remove that damage. Additionally, kiwis are an excellent source of potassium, which promotes healthy muscular contractions and helps avoid leg cramps at night. And you understand how useful that may be if you've ever woken up at 3 in the morning with one of those painful calf cramps. The section that seniors enjoy the most is this one. Kiwi doesn't raise blood sugar levels and is easy to digest. Despite its sweet taste, its low glycemic index makes it suitable for diabetics or those monitoring their insulin levels. Additionally, it has a naturally low salt content, making it perfect for people with high blood pressure. What is the ideal method to appreciate it then? About an hour before going to bed, simply peel 2 ripe kiwis. Eat them carefully, perhaps while listening to soothing music or reading a book. It's a simple routine, yet it tells your body that it's time to sleep. There will be healing. Listen to your body, of course, just like you would with anything. Some people with pre-existing digestive disorders or those who are sensitive to fruit acids may have moderate stomach upsets. However, kiwi is mild, relaxing, and well tolerated by most people. The quiet power of kiwis, a gentle technique to promote healing and fall asleep easier, was just discussed. Let's move on to something a bit more recognizable now, though. Whether it's tucked into a beloved family dish or served with toast in the morning, we've all cracked open this at some point. Now, let's discuss eggs. What are you thinking, eggs? Prior to going to bed. It's accurate. Eggs are typically thought of as a morning staple. Here's the unexpected bit, though. If you're over 60 and seeking to maintain your muscular tone, strength, and balance while you sleep, eating an egg before bed can do something quite amazing for your body. As you can see, the power of eggs is not solely due to their high protein content. Because they include all 9 of the key amino acids your muscles require to grow and repair, eggs provide what nutrition experts refer to as a complete protein. Leucine, the crucial amino acid that really triggers muscle protein synthesis, is particularly abundant in them. In other words, when you consume eggs, your body receives a very clear signal that it's time to rebuild. For seniors, here is when things start to get interesting. Small levels of protein cause our bodies to become slightly less sensitive as we age. A modest portion of chicken can help a 25-year-old gain muscle. However, to achieve the same effect, those over 60 frequently require a slightly greater dosage of high-quality protein, particularly leucine-rich protein. And eggs shine in that situation. About 6 grams of protein and 500 to 600 milligrams of leucine are found in a single big egg, which is sufficient to significantly aid in muscle repair overnight. A soft-boiled egg an hour before bed could be the missing component your body needs to stay strong if you tend to eat little at night or if your supper wasn't very high in protein. There's more, though. Additionally, eggs contain vitamin D, which many older folks need, particularly if they don't get much sun exposure. And it's not just bones that need vitamin D. It has a significant impact on muscle coordination and function as well. When you combine it with the choline that is included in eggs, a nutrient that supports nerve and brain function, you have a diet that makes it easier for your body to move and react. You may be asking yourself, but what about cholesterol? Given the negative perception of eggs in the past, that is a legitimate question. The science now demonstrates this. Moderate egg consumption, roughly 1 egg per day, does not raise the risk of heart disease for the majority of people. Eggs may really help your cholesterol profile by increasing the beneficial HDL cholesterol, according to some research. Eggs can be a very valuable and safe component of your diet, unless your doctor has specifically advised you to avoid them. Of course, there are other factors to consider when preparing eggs. Eggs that are cooked gently, think poached, soft-boiled, or delicately scrambled in olive oil, retain more of their nutrients and are easier to digest. Steer clear of adding too much salt or cooking in butter since these can upset your stomach or increase blood pressure. Additionally, a soft egg is one of the easiest proteins to eat without straining your jaw if you have difficulty chewing. I'll give you an actual example now. I met Lean, a 68-year-old woman, during a wellness session. She is always happy and brings fruit for everyone. For years, she battled the morning weakness pain. She reportedly laughed and said, "When I get out of bed, my legs wobble like cooked noodles." She eschewed snacks after dark and didn't eat dinner late since she believed it would improve her quality of sleep. We changed her nightly routine to include a single poached egg, not a large dinner, but a warm, quick snack before bed. She said, "I didn't think it would do anything, but I don't feel so wobbly anymore." 2 weeks later. "In fact, I feel stable. The appropriate protein at bedtime can help with that." Eating a large supper at night is not the point. Not at all. It's about providing your muscles with exactly the correct amount of food so they can rebuild and repair themselves when you're at rest. All you need to do is provide your body with the necessary resources. Now let's move on to something you might not anticipate, something you could carry in your hand, or perhaps even forget in a jar at the back of the cabinet. However, don't be fooled by their size. One of the most underappreciated sleep meals is these tiny seeds. I am referring to pumpkin seeds. Yes, the same tiny green seeds, also known as pepitas, that are occasionally added to cereals or sprinkled on salads. However, pumpkin seeds are much more powerful than their little size would imply when it comes to your muscles, sleep, and general nocturnal recuperation. Allow me to present Harold to you. Harold, a 72-year-old retired gardener, still has hands that appear to know how to manipulate the soil. He approached me with a shared worry. "My legs hurt when I wake up every morning. Even after moving and stretching, I still feel as though I haven't rested at all." After reviewing his nightly routine, diet, and sleeping patterns, we discovered that magnesium was absent. Magnesium, you see, is a mineral that promotes muscle relaxation. Your muscles could remain partially tight even at night if you don't get enough of it. This explains why some people, even after 8 hours of sleep, wake up feeling sore. And you know what's among the top natural magnesium sources? Yes, the seeds of the pumpkin. About 37% of your daily magnesium needs can be met by just 1 ounce, or a modest handful. For a tiny bite, that is amazing. Additionally, by indulging in them in the evening, you're providing your body with the means to relax not only psychologically but also physically. However, pumpkin seeds have other tricks up their bag besides magnesium. One of the few foods that naturally contains tryptophan is this one. Your body transforms an amino acid into serotonin and melatonin, which are the hormones that promote sleep. Tryptophan and magnesium work together to provide a potent 1-2 punch for deeper, better sleep, even if tryptophan alone won't put you out. Increased growth hormone release, cellular repair, and yes, muscle rebuilding during the night are all benefits of better sleep. While you're sleeping behind the blankets. Not to mention that pumpkin seeds have healthful lipids that aid in slowing digestion and a respectable amount of plant-based protein, roughly 7 grams per ounce. This implies that your body releases amino acids gradually during the night rather than suddenly. It is mild, long-lasting, and exactly what aging muscles require to recover and become more resilient. What is the best way to eat pumpkin seeds at night, you ask? Easy. Don't make it big. It is more than plenty to use a tablespoon or 2. If you want a boost, you can sprinkle them over some plain Greek yogurt or consume them plain. To enhance the nutty flavor, some people cook them a little in a skillet, but you don't have to. Don't salt them, please. Late-night sodium consumption is bad for your blood pressure, particularly if you have hypertension. Additionally, they contain a lot of zinc, which supports immunological function, cell repair, and even hormonal balance. This is particularly crucial for men over 60 who wish to maintain healthy testosterone levels, which are closely linked to muscle mass. That's all from a seed. Space is not wasted in nature. A heads up, pumpkin seeds are high in calories, just like any other nuts or seeds. They're not always awful, though. Just watch out that you don't consume them all at once, especially at night. Limit your intake to a minimal amount. Consider them a nightly tonic for your muscles and sleep rather than a snack. The final one, the silent defender of bedtime strength, is now here. It lacks the crunch of seeds and the sweetness of fruit. It's not gaudy or colorful. However, this is the one food that actually helps you rebuild the muscles that time tries to take while you sleep. Cottage cheese. Now, before you think or wrinkle your nose, my grandmother used to eat that. Remain with me. Because one of the best nutrients for growing muscle, especially before bed and after 60, is hidden behind that straightforward, lumpy texture. Let me tell you why. Cottage cheese contains a unique kind of protein known as casein. Furthermore, casein is not the same as the protein found in, example, fish, poultry, or even eggs. It digests slowly. This implies that your body does not immediately burn through it after eating it. Rather, it keeps your muscles subtly supplied throughout the night by releasing amino acids gradually over a number of hours. Why is that important? Because your body goes into repair mode when you sleep. However, your body can really begin breaking down muscle to power other functions if your blood has insufficient amounts of amino acids, which are the building blocks of muscle. Particularly if you're currently coping with age-related muscle loss, that's the last thing you want. Now picture supplying your body with those amino acids continuously throughout the night. A few of spoonfuls of cottage cheese can accomplish just that. It doesn't raise blood sugar levels. It doesn't make you feel bloated. While you're sleeping, it silently goes to work promoting strength, muscular growth, and repair. Martha, a close friend of mine, is 76. She was as sharp as ever, but she had begun to feel her legs becoming weaker. Stair climbing got more difficult. It was harder to get out of the car. She had been informed it was simply age, but she didn't like that response. Therefore, we made one modest adjustment. Approximately half an hour before bed, we had a small bowl of low-fat cottage cheese and a few spoonfuls. She told me that after 3 weeks my body seemed to finally understand. I have more energy now that I'm awake. I feel secure once more. When the body receives what it has been lacking, that is what occurs. Leucine, the same muscle-building amino acid we discussed with eggs, is also abundant in cottage cheese, but it is released over a longer time span. Consider it this way. Eggs provide you with a rapid boost. Throughout the night, cottage cheese provides a steady and slow hand. Here's more good news if you're keeping an eye on your blood sugar levels. Carbohydrates are naturally low in cottage cheese, particularly the low-fat, plain variety. It won't result in a nocturnal crash or alter insulin levels. For those who have diabetes or prediabetes, the protein may actually help regulate blood sugar overnight. Choose the low-sodium version if you're worried about sodium levels. They're readily available these days. In order to limit saturated fat, people who are concerned about their heart health should choose low-fat or 1% varieties. Let's now discuss texture and flavor. Some people adore cottage cheese in its unadulterated state. Some people would rather combine it with something, like a tablespoon of cinnamon or perhaps a few banana pieces. It's a great way to use up any leftover kiwi from earlier. The secret is to make it basic and light. Keep in mind that this is a signal to your body, not a meal. This is what you require. Go slowly. Fix when I'm asleep. A single teaspoon can have a significant impact. Really. The best part is that there isn't any preparation, cooking, or mess. You don't have to make smoothies or stand over a burner. You simply grab a spoon, open the container, and feed your body. Silently, gently, efficiently. A lot of seniors believe that in order to feel powerful again, they must achieve something significant. Strenuous exercise, intricate diets, and costly supplements. In actuality, though, persistence in the little things is what gives you strength after 60. From being aware of when and what to provide your body. Additionally, a little cottage cheese at bedtime is like a good night hug for your muscles. So, after walking this peaceful twilight road together, let's pause, breathe deeply, and think. You don't have to completely change your life. You don't have to strive for perfection or track every calorie. What your body really needs is something more sustainable. A few deliberate decisions made regularly with care, especially after the age of 60. And before the lights go out tonight, that decision might be as simple as letting a few pumpkin seeds soften on your tongue, peeling a kiwi, boiling an egg, or savoring a tablespoon of cottage cheese. These aren't just munchies for bedtime. They are deeds of compassion for your future self. Your muscles are fed by them. Your nervous system is calmed by them. They promote stronger mornings and deeper sleep. Additionally, you're reaffirming your body that you still matter, are strong, and can repair with each silent nighttime routine. The truth is that muscle loss is not a given. It can be undone. It can be avoided. And it begins with giving your body what it wants, in small, loving stages, rather than in loud, overwhelming ways. You may rest knowing that your body is gradually repairing while you sleep tonight, rather than feeling as though your strength is ebbing away. I would love to know whether this video gave you optimism or even some fresh ideas to try. Which dish would you most like to sample before bed? Tell me in the comments below. I read it all, and perhaps another member of our Health 365 family will find inspiration in your tale. Additionally, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Health 365 and like this video. We're creating something unique here, a place where aging is a daily opportunity to get stronger, smarter, and more connected. Rest well, eat well, and wake up stronger till the next time. You deserve it.